Hi there, it's Dan here from Flexxable, and today I'm going to talk to you about how you can do pay-per-lead for free without risking any of your own money. So let's get stuck in. Okay, so some of you may or may not be aware about what the traditional pay-per-lead model looks like, but let me explain it in simplified terms. So you'll agree with your client, it could be any vertical that you want, maybe roofing, for example. You agree with your client that they want to buy 50 leads a week at $100 a lead, which is a 5K order. Once they've agreed that and they're good to go, then you raise an invoice and get paid in advance. Most of the time, if you can get paid in advance, that's always great. And then you go to your build a funnel, or if you've got a lead gen brand or whatever that might be, you drive traffic to that funnel, you generate the leads for the clients, and you try and generate the leads for half or less of what it costs you to be able to get the lead from Facebook or Google or YouTube or whatever that looks like. So agree a cost per lead with the client, get paid up front for the leads, generate the leads with paid ads or SEO, but that's a whole nother story. And the difference between what you generate the lead for, those 100 leads for, and what you sell them for is your profit margin for your agency. All right, so it's important to understand what to expect if you're about to enter the pay-per-lead industry or you're about to give it a go. Okay, so let's say you have some clients in the roofing space, if I just stick with the roofing theme for today, and you're generating leads for them already. It could be on a retainer basis, you know what your cost per lead is, and you have a decent understanding of the industry. Then what you want to do is approach other clients and go to them with that same concept, the pay-per-lead concept. But let me tell you what usually happens with the first few clients, all right? Those client relationships are purely there for you initially in the first month or so to be able to get some market research done, okay? To figure out your client relationship, to figure out what criteria they want, what really works for them. Because remember, you weren't as interested in all of this before, but now because you're selling leads, you have to get an ROI for the client. So, you know, what criteria do the leads want? Do they want flat roof or pitched roofs, or do they want roof repair? All of this stuff is client relationship conversations that you have to work on. And then you're generating the leads, you have to figure out what the lead quality is, what the lead cost is, and there's a lot. You know, I don't want to overwhelm you too much, but what I'm saying is the first few clients, the first month or so that you're doing this live with clients, is it's all about the market research, okay? You want to get stuff dialed in. You know, if you make money from those first few clients, then brilliant, well done to you. But a lot of the time, you have to go in expecting to help your client get an ROI. You don't want to lose any ad spend, or you don't want to lose any money, but it's originally, you know, this first relationship is purely market research. So you can take what you've learned, that intel, and then start scaling. Okay, don't get too greedy too fast. There's a lot of money to be made in pay-per-lead, extremely profitable, lucrative business model, but you have to get stuff dialed in and get results for your clients before you move on. There's two ways you can get started with pay-per-lead without risking any of your own money, because the traditional model, which I spoke about, if you've agreed 100 leads and you need to generate those 100 leads and you're getting paid $100 per lead, if you're not good at media buying and you're not good at getting stuff dialed in and getting your cost per lead down, then you might end up paying more than the $100 per lead in order to generate that lead, and you might lose money, okay? And we don't want that, okay? It's a really profitable, great business model, but sometimes it's not for the faint-hearted, especially when you're starting out. You don't want to risk your own money, you don't want to lose money. So, you know, what are the ways you can do this without risking any of your own money? The first one is what we call a hybrid deal, a grandfather deal, I guess, if you call it that. So if you're entering a new vertical and you're not as confident, but you have marketing experience elsewhere, you can usually leverage those case studies. It doesn't have to be in the same industry, to be able to approach your client and say, listen, I'm getting started in your vertical. I have a lot of experience doing XYZ in lead generation. And what we're looking for is 2 or 3 clients to work with on what we call a grandfather deal, where all you have to do is cover the ad spend. We'll build the funnels, we'll set up the ad accounts, we'll do all that funky stuff that we would usually charge for. and we're not even going to charge you per lead. You just cover the ad spend for the first month. We'll generate the leads, and if you close one of our leads, then you can pay us a percentage of that sale amount. Okay, apart from that, we don't get paid. Because remember what I said about the first month being about market research. You want to go in and figure out all of the stuff that works and how to get your new vertical or industry to work, and then use that to move to clients where you're going to start making some profit. So it doesn't really matter if you don't make money in that first month. So a few grandfather deals like this, we also call them hybrid deals, are really going to get you going. And by the way, hybrid deals like this have netted way more than 6 figures. In fact, I got paid 6 figures up front to be exclusive on a hybrid deal, probably about 3 or 4 years ago now. So don't think that they can't be profitable, because they very much can be. And a lot of clients don't mind the fact that it's more performance based, and they're happy to cover the ad spend, which means there's 0 risk for you. The second way you can get involved with pay-per-lead without risking your own money is to be able to leverage the organic traffic that a website is getting already. Okay, so let's say you have a client who's a roofer, and they've got a website in your local city, and they're getting 500 visitors per month. Okay, what you can do is install what we call a configurator on that landing page, which captures people's traffic. It's like a pricing tool. Okay, so if you're able to price for that roofer what a flat roof might cost, and give the consumer a range of products, then you can actually generate 3 to 4 times as many leads from that client's website with one of these configurators than what they normally would. Okay, if you're able to prove that you can get a big traffic bump and lead generation bump from a client's existing traffic, then what you're going to find is they'll happily pay you per lead for anything that these configurators or this kind of pricing widget that goes on their website will generate, and they'll pay you per lead for that. Okay, and if you're leveraging their existing traffic, then there's no risk for you as well. So you can do pay-per-lead for free there too. I really hope you've enjoyed this video today on how to do pay-per-lead for free. What I want you to do is hit the like button so we know to create more content like this. Also, if you've got any questions about doing pay-per-lead for free or whatever that looks like, please type below in the comment box and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. And the last thing is, please subscribe so you'll be the first to know when we create more videos like this. And also, if you want to find out more about pay-per-lead, we have a story. It's like a game plan on how one of my students that came into my program, let's call him Agency L, he was kind of up to his eyeballs with retainer clients and he was struggling to scale, all that type of stuff. The story behind how he moved from retainers to pay-per-lead and how he scaled to a really profitable, awesome business model with performance-based marketing. There's a case study, game plan on how you can do the same. It's really interesting to watch. I recommend you have a go at it. So I guess I'll see you next time. Take care.